When I was in the depths of my struggle with binge eating, I didn't even know a life without it was possible. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what life actually looks like after your struggle with food. When I was struggling, years and years of binge and emotional eating, gaining and losing the same weight, and I'm talking big binges for me. So this video will resonate with you whether you've just struggled with some overeating and weight stuff, or whether you're like full-blown, eating disorder, whatever it is. If you're feeling trapped in any way about your relationship with food, I wanted to make this video to let you know that there is a beautiful, beautiful life on the other side, and the journey through it can also be really beautiful too. I think there's this misconception about personal growth and, whatever avenue you're going about that, or if the fitness industry is like, fight, motivate, fat is your, sweat is your fat cells crying, like all the madness. There's this misconception that it has to be really hard, and really breaking free from binge eating, normalizing your relationship with food, all it is a journey back home to yourself. The you that knows your worth no matter your size. The you that eats and acts in a way that's in alignment with who you truly are. The you that honors your body, honors your needs, honors your choices. The you that doesn't diet and live in their head with this plan, but just connects to themselves and eats in a way that really supports their life. The you that isn't like stressing and doing and diverting their emotions and eating instead, right? It's a coming back home to yourself. And in this process, so many beautiful things can happen. I'll share some things in my own life, but I want to share some things from our students' lives as well. Because, sometimes when you see someone on YouTube, it's like, oh, of course she can do that. Or of course, with what she's went through, she was able to get there, but what about me? And so in regards to that, just so you know, by no means am I set up to have this easy metabolism where weight just stays off or whatever that looks like. Through my years of struggling, I have had kidney failure, I've had estrogen dominance, I've had no progesterone, literally none. My neurotransmitters have been so low that the labs came back that they were undetectable through blood. And then once I got the other tests, they were crazy low and misproportioned. Neurotransmitters govern your mood, your anxiety, your depression, your cravings, all of it. I had adrenal fatigue, which manages your body's stress response. I had stage 4, which is almost adrenal failure. And then thyroid, which manages your metabolism. I had a slow thyroid. So slow metabolism, no ability to manage stress, crazy anxiety and depression with neurotransmitters. Needless to say, it's not like I had this metabolism, this raving metabolism that has set me up for ease with food and weight loss. And the cool thing is I've reversed all of those health conditions, and I got about 10 to 20% more to go with my thyroid. But I reversed them not through strict nutrition protocols. I reversed them through healing my relationship with food and taking care of myself and listening to my body and giving myself what I've needed to thrive. And so, one thing that comes after this journey is the ability to take care of yourself, the ability to eat and nourish yourself in a way that's supportive, the ability to go to parties or go out with friends or have fun with your family and, get the froyo because you're walking by the little place on the street and it looks good, or have the piece of birthday cake, or have the pizza on a pizza night and maybe have something on the side that also supports you. And you're not just losing control on the pizza. And this ability for food to be a part of your experiences instead of front and center on what drives your happiness, your joy, your experiences. The ability to connect with others, to have fun with your family, to go out and play with your kids or your nieces or your nephews or your friends' kids, right? The ability to, for me, and the two biggest things have been presence and the ability to actually just navigate the world as myself instead of navigating the world as this person who is just consumed with how my body looked, how my body felt, and my relationship with food. Was food gonna be there or not gonna be there? Was it gonna overeat, ruin my diet? Could I go on the trip? Could I not go on the trip? Am I bloated? Should I cancel the date? Should I cancel the time out with my friends? I would get out with my friends. I would drink because I felt so terrible. There were so many things that were overshadowed by this cloud of insecurities with my body and struggles with food. And then as I freed this, I was able to launch our mission into the world. You know, we lead a tribe of over 100,000 women. I've helped thousands of women break free from this cycle. And, you know, none of this would have been possible if I was sitting and struggling and binge eating. So there's so much freedom that's on the other side. And the big thing I want you to take away from this is it's real freedom. So the people that tell you you're gonna have to struggle and fight forever, they don't know what they're talking about. They haven't experienced it. I will never binge again. I don't have urges to binge. I don't have insane cravings. I easily stop at my meals because I don't feel like eating more, not because I have good portion control, right? There's no control. I just operate in a way that works for me and my body, and it's easy. And when you can operate in this way, so many other things open up to you. You get more connected to your intuition and your internal guidance. You have more space to get connected to that kind of bigger power, right? Whatever that might mean for you. For women in our programs, one huge thing that we see time and time again is women who've had trouble conceiving or women who had trouble getting their menstrual cycle. One of our clients for 16 years hadn't had hers. 3 weeks into our program, her body surrendered and that process started again. So we see so many women restore their natural monthly cycle, which is a sign their body is working through and it's not because of new strict nutrition protocols. It's because of this connection with themselves and their body finally relaxing and getting out of stress response and starting to work again. So women have been able to get pregnant and have babies. We've seen our women go on to get married and enjoy their wedding day. And I want to say one client's name specifically who just got married, but 6 months prior, she was so panicked about her wedding day, so panicked about the size of her body and so forth. And then she was able to experience this day feeling like the absolute queen and goddess that she is. We have women graduate who are finally eating dinner with their family. They're starting businesses. They are writing a book. They are being intimate with their husband without being insecure about the size of their body. They're posting pictures with their family. They're living life without this struggle and these insecurities holding them back. And so when you're on this path of, you know, your food struggle, your body journey, whatever you want to call it, just know it's about so much more than releasing weight. So all of those women that I've mentioned, some lost weight and some didn't lose any at all. Their happiness, joy, freedom, fulfillment, presence in their life is not because they lost a dress size. It's because they came back home to themselves and they shifted who they are from the inside out. And I just want to remind you that so much is available for you beyond this struggle. So when you're looking for solutions, ignore the tempting quick fixes that'll just maybe work for a day or a week or a month at best, or maybe even a year, but they'll take you right back to where you started. Go on the path that really heals this relationship with food for good so you can experience the type of freedom that we talked about, or that I talked about. And the type of freedom we see with our women who, you know, work with us, go through our trainings, go through our program. So on that note, if you are looking for support, just a reminder, you don't have to do this alone. There is a training in the description just below this video. If you're not on YouTube, it's most likely in the caption someplace around this video, wherever you're seeing it, or a button someplace, I don't know, but it's there. And that training will help you and guide you out of your struggle with food and your body and into this beautiful place of freedom. And so make sure you go now, get that training, and I'd love, love, love to hear from you and see, you know, what really stuck out to this video. Do you have any fears or anything that are kind of like keeping you held back from thinking this type of freedom is possible? Let us know in the comments, and either me or someone on my team will jump in and coach and support you. And if you enjoyed this, be sure to come back, subscribe. A video is released every Tuesday, helping you have an easy, peaceful relationship with food and live a life in a body you absolutely love. So go click subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. The training that I have in the description just below this video, or the link, just click someplace around this, that training is going to be what supports you with getting there.